All right, so on to the next one. So we got bids and asks. A bid is the price that buyers are willing to purchase an asset at. And then we got an ask. So ask is the price that sellers are willing to sell an asset at. So you see how over here you got bid and ask, and we got buy, bid, sell, ask. Some softwares, this is how they are. Like this is NinjaTrader software, or like Trader, whichever one you want to say. This is that type of software. This is how you buy at the bid or buy at the market. Like this is one of the ways that you can do it. Or you can sell at the market or sell at the ask. So hypothetically speaking, if this was the bid, right? If you hit buy bid, you're gonna get filled at that. Like you're not gonna get filled until that specific price hits. That's gonna be your fill price, that bid. If you hit sell ask, you're gonna get filled at this price, $42,652, because that's the ask. If you hit buy market or sell market, you're probably gonna get filled in the middle of this. Or if you hit buy market, you might get filled above this. You might get filled at $42,653. And if you're trying to sell, you might get filled at $42,650, which is lower than this, because it's just the way that things are. Like when you buy anything market, whatever the best price available, that's what's going to be given to you. Be careful when you buy market anything or sell market anything, because it's whatever the best price available, that's what they're going to give you. If you buy bid, it's that specific price. You sell ask, it's that specific price. They're not going to give you anything else, because those are the specific prices that are occurring at that point in time that you're, trading. There's a slide about these like market orders. There's a slide about that in a few slides, so don't worry about that. We're gonna get to that. So stop loss. There's also another video that I make on stop losses in this course, like a dedicated video. So I'm kind of gonna breeze through this, but I wanted to put it here just so that you can know as well, because this is technically a type of order. So I wanted you to know about this in this video as well. These are orders that execute you out of a specific trade at a specified price, but in drawdown or loss instead of profit. See specific video on this later in the course. Like I said, there's a video on this, so don't worry about this too much right now. But these are the examples that I showed earlier of the buys and the sells. So in this buying example, this 41,734, that's your stop loss level. If price goes beneath that level, you're getting stopped out and your trade is done. You lost and you're done. In this case, your stop loss level is up here. It's 45,094. If price goes above that, you're getting stopped out and you lost, and that's that. The position is out. You should set stop losses for each and every trade that you put out there, because you never want to just like willy-nilly put something out there and be like, oh, whatever happens, happens. No, you need to have a defined risk level, and stop losses allow you to have a defined risk level. All right, so now we got market orders. So I was talking about this a little earlier, but let's get into it now. So a market order is an order that enters you into a position at the best available price that your broker chooses to fill you at. Very important to understand that. Best available price. Available price. So here's an example. Let's say that the price is 40,000, right? You're looking at your chart and you see that price shows 40,000, or whatever you're looking at, it says 40,000. If you hit market order execution or market order, whatever the case may be, you might get filled at 40,000. But you see this asterisk, you see the star? You may not get filled at 40,000. You may get filled at 40,001. You may get filled at 40,005, 40,010, 40,100. You don't know what you're going to get filled at, because you're just like, I want to get in now. And whatever the best price your broker has, that's what they're going to give you. So that asterisk means this. Order may not get executed exactly at the price that is currently showing when the order is submitted. Sometimes market orders get executed at prices higher or lower than the current price, depending on the type of offers that are out there at the specific moment in time that the market order is submitted. So this is what I was saying. If you're buying, right, and you hit buy market order, you may get executed at 40,000. You may get executed at 39,990. You may get executed at 40,010. I have no idea. Whatever the best available price that the broker has for you at that point in time, that's where you're going to get executed at. Also, remember this. If you have a huge order that you're getting executed, let's say you're trying to buy 1,000 units of something, 1,000 shares, 1,000 contracts, whatever the case may be. If you're trying to buy 1,000 of something, you may get filled at 40,000, but you may only have 250 of your 1,000 that you put out filled at 40,000. Then you may have another 250 filled at 40,001. Then you may have another 250 orders filled at 40,002. Then you may have your last 250 orders filled at 40,003. So that would give you an average of around like 40,002, right? But you did technically get filled at 40,000. There was just more that you needed because you wanted 1,000 like units, 1,000 shares, 1,000 contracts, whatever the case may be, 1,000 lots. You wanted 1,000 of them. So they're going to give you whatever is available, or the rest of your 1,000 order that you wanted. They're going to give you whatever is available. That's what I'm saying. You have to be very specific. You gotta be careful with market orders. If I'm being honest with myself, the reason why I lost a lot when I was like first getting into this is because I was doing market orders. Be very wary of them. There's a small amount of chances, or there's a small amount of opportunities where I'm like, this is a market order time, right? There's not that many. So it's better to use stop orders. Even limit orders are okay, but it's better to use stop orders. And I'll get into that soon. So this is what a market order looks like. This is what a buy market order looks like. So you see how it says market and buy. You see how the bid right here is 42,651. The ask is 42,652. If you wanted to buy, in this case, you're going to get filled right where the ask is, because that's the exact price, the lowest price that people are willing to sell at. So yeah, like that's where you're going to get filled. Boom, right there. If you market it in right now, boom, buy, you get filled right there. That's what it's saying you should get filled at least. You know, that's just an example. And this brings me to stop orders. So what is a stop order? A stop order is a with the trend order, because it will only get executed at a price that is above the current price when attempting a buy stop, and will only get executed at a price that is below the current price when attempting a sell stop. So I have examples of this, so I'm not going to get too crazy in this right now, but this is an example price, 40,000. If that's the specific price that price is showing, if you had a buy stop order execution at 40,025, like you will not get executed until price hits 40,025. Price can go all the way up to 40,024, but if it doesn't hit 40,025, it's not getting executed. That's what a buy stop order is. And here's an example. You see how it says pending buy. You see how it's up here, right? So this 42,655 is this area right here, this right here, 42,655. If I was to hit buy, boom, buy stop right there. This order would not get executed until price hits that 42,655. So it doesn't matter what happens, that price could instantly drop. Like after I hit buy stop, price can instantly drop. I'm never getting executed because it never got up here. Price can flash up there, get executed, and come down. In that case, price did touch up there, and now I'm down, right? Because I got executed. But until price touches this area, it will not get executed. That's why I call it a with the trend trade. And this would be an example of a stop loss. So you could have your buy stop up there, and your stop loss would be down here. So your buy stop is at 665, and your stop loss is at 540. So you're risking around 125 points of risk right here. That would be an example of a stop loss. Whenever you put an order, you always want to put a stop loss so that you know for a fact. You can even see right here. You would lose $125 on this trade if you entered right here and you got out right here. That's a defined risk. You're not going to lose any more. You're going to lose exactly that. But also I want you to remember too, not all softwares look like this. This is TradeLocker. So that's why this looks like this. I really like how this actually performs and everything. It works well for me. My point with this though is saying you really need to have a stop loss on any order that you put out there. And this is an example of a sell market order. So you see how price is up here, right? And you see how it says sell at 42,661. That is the bid, right? So if you want to market order on a sell order, you're going to get filled exactly at the bid. And if you want to buy, then you're going to buy exactly at the ask. Just remember that. So this was an example of a buy stop, right? Because price is above the current price, and price has to go up to it for it to get filled. This is an example of a sell stop order because price is beneath the area that price is currently at right now, right? So you see how it's 42,630. Price is right now at 42,661. So we're 31 points beneath that area. So as long as price is up here, this order is never getting executed. But once price touches 42,630, it's getting executed. And now I'm on that order. If that was the case, I would want my stop loss at least above this area, right? So my stop loss would be 42,670. So hypothetically speaking, if price comes down to here, I'm going to get executed. I will not get executed out of that position until this order right here. Until this order, this 42,670, until price goes above there, I will not get executed out. But if it does, then I'm going to get stopped out and I will not lose any more than $40 on that specific position. That is the defined risk. So yeah, just to sum this up, we got a sell order underneath here. The price is not going to get filled until 42,630 gets hit. So when it goes from 42,661 down to 42,630, that's when this order would get filled. And if it did that, then the stop loss that I put in this case would be 42,670. So it's up here. So had this order been filled, it would not be executed out. You would not lose until this got hit up here, 42,670. And if that was the case, you lose $40. That was that. You see how over here it says take profit? I don't normally put take profit points on my trades because I'm kind of always looking at it. So I just like, if I want to get out, I'll get out. But if you want to put a take profit point, you could put it and it would be like a complete order. And let me show you what I mean by that. This is an example of a complete order. You're going to see how it says market close, market close. The market was closed during the time of me taking the screenshot. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that the market was open. If the market was open at this point in time and you wanted to do a buy stop, right? So you see how it says buy, and the buy price is at 43,506. So here, this is 43,506. Let's say I hit buy stop, boom, and I put the order out there, and you see how it says pending. You would not get executed until price gets hit at that level. Until price goes up to that level, you see how it's at 43,489, 486 right now. Until price goes up to that level, you would not get executed. That trade would not get executed. Once price gets up to that level, you're in. You're executed, right? Your ultimate stop loss that I put on this was 43,450, which is this area down here. So if you got executed up here, if price came down after that execution occurred and hit this level, you'd get executed out. And you would at least lose, you would lose $56, like bare minimum. Like you're going to lose $56 on top of whatever execution price is, like whatever the commission is for your execution. That's different for every single broker. Not every broker has the same amount of commissions. Like it might be $1, it might be 50 cents. It might be $3, it might be $7. Like there's so many different types of commissions per order. It just really depends on the broker. All right, y'all. I know I look like the light skinned 2014 Justin Bieber right now because of my hair, but we're going to get over that. I got two things to mention real quick. Number one, I am releasing the full course that this video is a part of. The full candlestick price action trading course is on YouTube right now. It's over 18 hours of free trading game. There are so many golden nuggets in this course, you're not even going to believe that it's free. But I believe this information is so valuable and so helpful for everybody. I just want it out there, honestly. I truly feel like everybody has the potential to benefit off this information because if you can read a chart, then you can profit off of it if you know how to read it with the candlesticks. And this information that I'm giving you guys, it can be used to trade on any sort of candlestick chart, right? Whether it's Apple's candlestick chart or Tesla's or gold's candlestick chart or Bitcoin's or XRP's or euro versus the dollar or British pound versus the dollar, other stock markets around the world. It doesn't matter. If there's a candlestick chart, you will have a severe edge in reading it. I truly believe that with dedicated time and practice, anybody can become successful in trading. Anybody, like a grandma can literally do it. It just takes a lot of time and effort to learn how to do it. But understanding candlestick price action will severely help your trading journey. It severely helped my trading journey. I literally learned it, and a month after I learned candlestick trading, I became profitable. I passed my first prop firm account. So that is how impactful this information is. And I'm giving it to you for free. A lot of it. The second thing I want to mention is I am releasing amazing workout programs. As I've told you guys before, I am a certified personal trainer and a certified nutrition coach, but I've also been going to school for personal training. And shout out to my instructor, Paul, because he's given me hella golden nuggets throughout my whole journey in school. Because of that journey, I now have workout programs that can positively benefit everybody. And I mean it, like, let me explain. I have a full body muscle building program, aka a hypertrophy program. I have a fat loss program, so if you want to lose 20 pounds, you get on that program. I've got a core program that'll help you develop a six-pack like this. And I got a booty building program if you're trying to get your Kim K on. And they all incorporate a little bit of cardio because that's also very much needed in everybody's life as well. I'm also providing nutrition guides. I'm also providing recovery guides. And this is just the beginning. It's only going to grow from here. I already know how impactful it's going to be for other people because of how impactful it was for me. Because look at this picture of me from last summer and look at this picture of me from now. This progress was specifically from my muscle building and full body workout program. One of the beauties about working out and being active is it does not matter what age you are. You honestly have to do it. You need to be active. So anybody can work out with these programs. As long as you are medically cleared to work out, these programs have the tremendous potential to positively impact your life. And I'm so serious when I say this. The number one thing that you must always remember throughout both programs, whether it's the trading program or whether it's the workout programs, you must always believe in yourself and your abilities and your ability to achieve any outcome that you want, okay? Because you absolutely can, but it's going to take time, and you need to understand that it's going to take time. But if you dedicate the time, the effort, and the dedication to doing it, eventually it's going to happen. So don't stop. Do not give up on yourself. I believe in you. You got to believe in you too, okay? And you do it with this, and you do it with this. I believe. I want to end this video by letting you know that you are worth it. You are beautiful. You are absolutely everything that you want and need to be. It's already there. You already have it. You just have to realize it. That's really all it is. And always remember, regardless of what you look like, you are beautiful and you are created in God's image. And God is perfect. He doesn't do no wrong. So you are perfect. You just have to realize that perfectness within you. Or another way to say it is you have to understand the confidence and the power that you have within you. My goal is to awaken that confidence and that power within you, because you truly have the power of the universe within you. You have the power of God within you. You got to understand it, man. You are one with the creator. You are a creator. So let me help you create the life that you want to create. Let's do it together. So go check out InfinityIan.com. Everything that you need is going to be there. And I hope to see you there. I love you guys. God bless you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.